Hey Scott, before tonight, no one had ever had 24 assists and 21 rebounds in a game in NBA history. What can you say about the way Russell Westbrook played tonight?
Well, he's amazing. I mean, there's not enough. I mean, everybody's described him in so many different ways. I've been fortunate to see him for 8 years do a lot of things that are pretty much superhuman at times. Point guards don't do what he does. They're not built that way. There, there might be some that can probably shoot better. There might be some that probably can do certain things better, but there's nobody in the history of the game that can do what he does throughout the stat sheet. I used to always say he's going to probably go down as the third best point guard ever, but I think he's past one and he's going to go down as probably the second best. And one is obviously Magic. What he does, there's no point guard has ever done it. Nobody. Nobody. And for him to average 4 triple doubles in 5 years, what Oscar said about him was, to me, that was real. He's doing MVP type things every game. And he's an MVP winner every night on the floor and off the floor. But if he was selfish, he would have had a 20-20 game. But he was very comfortable only shooting 3 shots at halftime. Not a lot of star players in this league are comfortable only taking 3 shots at halftime. But you guys know how I feel about him, and it's not because I think he's a cool dude and a great family. That's a big part of it, but I see what he does every day. I see what he does every day to our group, to our locker room, to all of our young guys. It's not easy coaching young guys, and that's what he does. We're lucky we got 2 really high-level leaders in Brad and Russell to help those young guys develop and still want to, win games along the way. And we don't believe in rebuild. We fought through a lot, but the guy's going to go down as one of the biggest winners in the game. And that position, what he's done is, you can critique him all you want, but the guys that matter to me. I mean, that he's as high as the level as a player in this league has ever seen.
You've been obviously around Russell for a long time. I was just wondering, when did you come to the conclusion that, he was your number 2 point guard of all time behind Magic? Was that something this season? Is this something?
Well, I just know what he's doing. I mean, what he's done, even in the years I wasn't with him, what he's done, you do it in order to get, I mean, my list means Jack. I mean, just my list. I mean, it's not nobody else's. It's just mine. I've seen enough guards and I played against enough guards, and Magic is unique in his own. He's 6'9" and he's fast. He's developed. I mean, he sees the court, but what Russell has done is pretty incredible, and he's done it for 13 years, even his rookie year, not really knowing the position as well as he knows it now, and being with all young guys. We had all young guys, and yeah, I mean it was fun, but there's nights it wasn't so fun when you're 3-29 and you're coaching a bunch of young guys, and that's why I look the way I look.
And I'm curious, there are some players throughout history that are just linked to a player, Michael, LeBron, even Kobe, Michael Jordan. With Russell, it's Oscar Robertson, all the triple doubles. What do you think it says about him that it's so particularly linked to one player, and with the record coming up to just maybe their connection that they have?
Well, obviously, a legend talks about you in the way that Oscar, talked about him. That, to me, that's huge. I'm not saying you have to play the game to know the game, but there's certain things that you can't really feel it if you haven't played it. I mean, you can watch it all you want, but there's certain things. I'm not saying it's a big part of it, but there's a little part of it. But when Oscar said those things, that's pretty cool. Oscar's a legend, and that's unfortunate that and I get on my son all the time. He thinks the NBA started in 2000. and I get on him all the time, and he's dead serious. I don't even like to argue with him. It's annoying. He doesn't even think, but I'm sure, my friends' parents were probably saying the same thing. That I thought the NBA started with, right after Michigan State played Indiana, 79. I thought that's when it started, but the NBA started in, when was it, 46. And there's a lot of amazing players that worked their tails off to make this league great. And I'm proud and honored, and it's a privilege to do what I do and playing in it and coach in it. But yeah, man, Oscar is a legend, and it's unfortunate that we don't get to hear from him more and watch more film about him and documentaries about him and Jabbar and Julius Irving, my favorite player growing up. I mean, we won on his birthday this year, February 22nd. But yeah, there's Oscar saying those great things about him is amazing.